What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Winter Season Showdowns. North American edition, of course. We're done with all the other regions. All we have left are which North Americans are going to qualify for the live event in Dallas, Texas on March 15th before we get into game number 4 of this epic Best of 5. Full Sail University is the official education partner of MLG. So if you're looking to get into game design, graphic design, computer animation, audio engineering, anything involving the game industry, check out fullsail.edu/MLG and see if it's the right fit for you. Of course, you fill out some information, they'll send some information back at you. You can read over it, have a talk with your family, and decide, you know what, Full Sail seems pretty awesome. I'm going to try that out. So yeah, I encourage you to check that website out and explore your options when it comes to studying at a university. That being said, shall we go on?
Let's do it. Game number 4, Caliber up 2-1. Goswser on the ropes here.
Yes, this is intense. This is so intense, guys. Again, get on Reddit, get into Liquid, tell people this is going on. Everyone was saying, everyone is like, all right, Goswser's going to win 3-0. I'm not even going to tune in. Those people, you need to call your friend up when you were talking about that at lunch in the cafeteria the other day, when you were talking about this match. You tell them, guess what? Caliber's up 2-1. He's 1 win away. Let's introduce the players. In the bottom left-hand location, we have the Red Zerg player who needs to win 2 in a row. He's definitely capable. One of the best North American Zergs around. From Team Millennium, he is Goswser. His opponent in the top right-hand location, considered the underdog leading into this match, but finds himself up 2-1. Finds himself 1 win away from getting that spot at the Winter Championship event. The Protoss player is Caliber.
Goswser opened this game a little bit differently, a 12 pool, fairly similar to a 14 pool. If the Protoss isn't where and they don't scout, they go Nexus first. Sometimes they'll do some emergency wall in, take some damage, lose some minerals. And look at this, you have a gas coming in here from Goswser.
The map is Neoplanet S. There's no ramp to the natural.
This could be a Roach. This could be one base Roach. I actually wouldn't be super surprised, especially if you can sell the expansion. All he's got to do, and especially if you can actually start, or even if he doesn't kill, if he can build it and then just cancel it. Go build it right now. Exactly. Build it, and then he's going to cancel it. Or he's just going to not cancel and just mine gas and do something different. But we'll see. But the fact you get
covering all your bases, Nick, I see.
Yeah, it could be a one-base Roach one. We'll have to see it. If it is going to be Roach one, we're going to see the Roach Warren starting very soon. Of course, you want to time the Roach Warren. Actually, ideally, you want to start about 10 seconds ago. So, never mind. It's not a one-base Roach, guys. I'm sorry.
You're getting me excited, Nick.
I got you excited for nothing. You know the way you can tell these things just in the future is, oh, nice little emergency wall in there by Caliber. And actually, is he gonna? Yeah. So the way it happens is a Roach Warren takes 55 seconds to build. A larva inject lasts 40 seconds. You want your Roach Warren to finish right when the first inject pops. So you want to build that Roach Warren when the queen is about 15 seconds from completion. So as soon as the queen's out, if there's no Roach Warren, it's either an unstreamlined version of the build, or it's just not the build. Not the build. So, but he is getting very, very fast speed, and he's still mining gas. So it's going to be a fast lair, most likely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
We've seen him do Stormhost stuff off of 2-base.
Exactly. It could be a 2-base
I think this would be a good map for it. Of course, the map is Neoplanet S. If anyone watched the Roro Hero series a little bit ago, you'll remember the interesting characteristics of when units die, specifically Zerg units. They will slip and slide everywhere, and it's fun to watch. And that's all I have to contribute to that little...
So worthy contribution here.
Thank you.
Caliber's going to get his first STARCRAFT, and that's going to be the second chance for Protoss to scout. The first chance with that probe, second chance with that Stalker, and because you know, he's currently boosting it out just because he wants to get his scouting done as soon as possible. Of course,
he's going to see speed.
I expect to see Goswser build a few more Zerglings because he doesn't really want to let those Protoss units cross the map and see that he has no turret. So exactly, 10 more Zerglings are on the way. He wants to catch those 2 Protoss units, kill them with speed, and leave the Protoss player in the dark. A Protoss player will then have to be afraid of a Bane Null and follow-up. They'll have to be afraid of a Nidus, a Mass Overload drop. They don't know anything about what's actually going on, which is ideal for Goswser. He's just going up to layer and 4 gases, so it could be the Stormhost we talked about earlier. It could be Mutas play. It could even be some like Hydra type play. There's so many options here. But the one thing that's certain, whatever he's going for, he wants to deny that scouting, get those Zerglings out in the field, and kill any Protoss units that are still out.
Might try to force a force field here. Now the reason you see a lot of 2-base play from Zergs on this map, it is small-ish, and the third base is pretty far away from your natural. Also, your third base is going to be pretty close to your opponent's side of the map, considering you know, it is a smallish map, at least compared to, you know, like a whirlwind. So we'll keep an eye on this. This should be very interesting as we see Caliber going for an Immortal, and it looks like, yeah, there's the +1 upgrades. We'll keep an eye on that probe count to see if he stops those, because of course if he stops them, we might see some sort of 2-base scariness. And I don't think he built an Observer, did he?
No Observer quite yet. Of course, I mean, if you're a little bit scary, sometimes get that Immortal first just in case it's some type of early aggression by the Protoss, but it still could definitely be that 2-base Immortal build. This is a great map for it. Goswser going back to a build that looks very similar to what he did in that first game. Just go Roach Hydra competition off 2 bases. Expect to see a third hatchery being planted down any moment now. And this is actually, if Caliber goes for that 2-base Immortal,
I don't think it'll work.
It's an interesting situation. If he goes early, if he does the standard 2-base Immortal timing, he will lose. Because he'll be moving out with 8 sentries and just have to burn all his force fields against Hydras, and he won't have any and won't work. But if he can wait for a very large unit count, then it might be okay, and it's okay to wait longer because this is a situation where Goswser
he's waiting to get that third. It's not like you're pressured to kill the Zerg.
Yeah, the Zerg does not have an insane economy.
Sentry.
Ooh.
Sentry.
Sentry wanted to
That's
explore.
Like really important. Too.
Oh!
Oh my god.
That Sentry is the luckiest Sentry that has ever walked.
Hold on, he's not out of the woods just yet.
Oh, that's true. Oh! Goswser knows the timing just... Oh! There we go.
See, Nick, you cursed. Oh.
I did curse. I did curse the Sentry. So it is going to be that Immortal push, and if he heads out right now, he's going to get broadsided by Speed Hydras. One thing that we can see, he's getting the speed upgrade before the range. And if you're trying to fight a build like that, this is very important because you don't want to, like range, if you have range, your Protoss says, okay, I can't go and attack, and they will run away. If you have the Hydra speed, though, all of a sudden your Hydras are faster than Sentries and Immortals.
Yep.
So when the Protoss tries to run away, you can just run him down and catch him on the map, and you got to crush this army. Goswser he's doing a build where he's designing to crush this army and then have map control.
Yes, and again, Caliber has no idea. He has no idea what the Zerg is up to beyond the speed. That's all he knows. He I don't even think it's worth hallucinating something. I'm trying to think.
You need so many force fields. Yeah. This build is so streamlined that the Protoss almost can't afford to scout if they want to make this build as optimized as possible. You
don't want to get an observer early because then you're cutting into your mortar production.
Your whole attack is 30 seconds
later. He's about to know though. This is going to be scary.
Oh, he's going to...
Look at Goswser just spreading out all of his units, just waiting. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Trap sprung!
Roaches and Hydras extending forward. Force fields going down very fast there from Caliber, realizing what's happening. Immortal falls. War Prism is in the mix, but the War Prism gets taken out. And I feel like this push is all but over.
It is. Caliber's going to try to retreat. Goswser, though, he hasn't won the scheme. If he doesn't kill off this army, it's even. It's 2-base to 2-base, and Goswser's tech is actually weak. Yeah. So he's got to crush this army if he wants to be in good shape.
All the time, more trying to prevent those Hydras from retreating. Changeling being dropped down, get taken out. He's like, hey, I'm a friend. No,
there's still no third base from Goswser.
Yeah, I'm really surprised by that. I would take it at the bottom, like right now.
Yeah, and there's so many force fields. I actually really like Caliber's position. His army, he lost one Immortal, but he's able to keep it alive. As time goes on, he's going to be more and more cost efficient with the great force field usage.
As long as he keeps those expensive units alive, the Sentries and the Immortals. Here we go. He's going to try to engage here. A couple Roaches extending forward,
units.
Trying to bait the force field. There we see a Roach flying across the map.
Oh, it's Caliber overstepping, though. He's into a big concave now on creep, trying to back away to get out of that concave.
Goswser doesn't want to overextend either, but he is on creep, trying to get that damage done with the Hydras. We have +2 on the way, and look at this, taking out a lot of Sentries, a lot of Immortals. Caliber might be overextending a little bit.
Beautiful concave by Goswser, using the creep. The Hydra range was finished for this battle as well. He's going to surge forward. He needs a few more Roaches to get in the front and tank to the time warp.
Either one of these players overextends too much, it can mean the end of the game. If I were Caliber, I'd almost just back up.
He's no sentries left anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like Caliber's position until he went in for that battle and he lost all the sentries.
Yes.
There was no reason to attack. It was 2-base to 2-base. Back up, go for the Colossi tech. Take your own third. Goswser, he's building spine crawlers.
I'm really confused by that. So I guess he's not confident that he did a lot of damage there.
Yeah.
I mean, he sees the lack of a third from his opponent, so that might be a trigger. But I would honestly, 3 of those spine crawlers, I'd prefer be a hatchery at the bottom. But I guess he just wants to be super safe, which is fine, I guess.
Now he's going for the infestation pit. He's got a decent amount of money. If he can keep that bank going, he can turn it into a lot of swarm hosts as soon as the infestation pit finishes. Now he's going to go and attack, try to put pressure on Caliber's third. Now Caliber should be to defend this, but the goal of this pressure is to make sure that Caliber does not spend too much gas taking the Colossi or upgrades.
Goswser, please be careful. Again, if he loses his entire army, he's going to be forfeiting this game.
Yes.
So you got to be so careful with that Roach Hydra mix, especially when time warps are on the field, when force fields are available, and Hydras aren't the fastest things in the world. Of course, they do get a little bit of a boost now after that upgrade, but even so, you got to be so careful with this composition, and he's going to spread those spine crawlers out, take that third base, and this is a pretty even game.
One thing that's really interesting, he's going straight for Hive, but he's getting a single Swarm Host. I think the Swarm Host there is actually a fake move. He can burrow it, launch a few locusts, show Caliber a Swarm Host, and actually no, he's going to get a few more. So never mind. But
why would you not get a bunch of Swarm Hosts?
He's clearly not devoted to him because he's teching Hive. Hive tech doesn't help Swarm Host. What it does is it unlocks Vipers. So here he's not doing that mass Swarm Host with Enduring Locust
while staying on layer.
Exactly. What he's doing is he's going to get enough that'll force Caliber to come out to fight him. And then he can fight a concave of his choosing. He can combine them with the Vipers. They're more of a support unit in this circumstance than going to be the bulk army.
All right, we see a Changeling trying to find out what's going on at Stalker. Not going to be fooled. Taking down that Changeling in a matter of seconds. Third getting secured here from Caliber. Going to saturate those gases immediately. What is he going towards? Taking, prioritizing those upgrades at the moment. And
he's got a
High
couple,
Templar.
Yeah, he's got a couple of High Templar on the field. Now getting Storm. I'd expect to see either Blink or Charge be researched after this. Of course, he wants to get that Storm out early because that's the AoE, and Protoss really wants the area of effect damage. Even an Infestor being added into the mix. Goswser going with kind of a Zerg Menagerie, one of each type strat, 2 Vipers now on the way as well.
Noah's Ark strat.
The Noah's Ark strat, I like it. Yeah, that's he just needs to add in 2 Zerglings.
Yeah.
1 Ultradus because it kind of.
No, he already has 1 Zergling.
Oh, you're right. He just needs 1 more.
He needs another Overseer.
Yes. He sees the whole 2 of each. I think he's going to be in a good position to hit. He's going to have a max army. That's kind of a scary Menagerie max army. Caliber will have a couple Storms, but if he can use the Locust to try to, maybe bait a couple of those out, the Vipers and Blinding Cloud will neutralize the Mortals and the Stalkers to a high degree. Or even they could even abduct the Tempest into the Locust Swarms, knock them out before the battle starts.
We have Vipers killing their own stuff. Of course, that's on purpose, guys. If you're new to the heart of the Swarm, Vipers can use an ability called Consume, where they soak up damage from their friendly units, and they get energy in return. So we can see the energy going up here as the hatchery depletes.
Goswser keeps making more and more Swarm Hosts, but he's never got that Enduring Locust Cloud, which means that the range is about half. I mean, not quite, but it's roughly actually half what it was before. So he has to get much closer to his opponent. But I think he's okay doing that because he does have such great support. He's got the Roach Hydra army, and he's got those Vipers as well.
All right, we have Locust flying everywhere on this icy map.
Couple Zelds going down. The next wave coming. Caliber saying
he's going to counter.
He is. I like that. I mean, he doesn't want to go heads to head with the Storm Host, so he's going to go into counterattack. And if it gets into a weird base rushing situation, I mean, Goswser has a few spines back, but that's not going to be enough to stop Caliber's entire army.
Okay, this third is definitely going to go down, and Goswser's going to realize, where's his army? Oh man, he's attacking me. And yes, these guys are going to trade third bases essentially. The question is,
Goswser's already making a new third though. I love it.
Yeah.
If he can get his drones out, he can move them out along the right side.
No, the back door. Oh, wow, yeah.
Sneaking out the back door, and as long as he keeps the drones alive, he's going to be in great shape here. Caliber reset down the 2-base economy. Goswser will shortly, as soon as those drones can find a way, basically to get to the left side of the map, will be back on to 3, and he might even try to corner Caliber's army here.
That's a great point. Of course, I guess he doesn't want to leave his natural exposed because then, Caliber can just turn around and attack in that direction.
There are some spawns that will buy a little bit of time. Now getting that Enduring Locust ability. He's got to read the Swarm Host. Perfect play there.
Caliber coming back. There's a Abducts going down onto the Immortals and a Zelda Storm going down here from Caliber. It essentially misses everything. Now the Locusts are getting involved. Hallucinated Colossi coming in. More Storms going down here from Caliber. And can Goswser hold this
Blinding
off?
Clouds. The Protoss army can't shoot.
No.
The Stalkers are melee range and they're getting massacred by the Hydralisk.
Oh, great Storms, though, onto the High Templars. Blinding Cloud does not affect Storm. More Locusts coming out here. Goswser up 196 to 97 supply, though. And keep in mind, Caliber does not have a third base. These Swarm Hosts might be in trouble,
There's
though.
no Observer.
No Observer.
There's no Observer. The Protoss has to retreat. All he lost was the Roaches and Hydras, and he can replace those with a snap of the finger. Meanwhile, back at the 3-base economy, the Swarmhosts are alive. Enduring Locust is on the way. The Vipers even retreated, I believe. Now they're regenerating energy off the Spine Crawlers. A mass amount of Roaches was produced. Caliber still has been unable to reset his 3rd base. His main is pretty much mined out. He's down to a single mining base. That's actually... His natural's running low as well.
Yeah. Goswser just showing how important positioning is in StarCraft 2. This is almost like a chess match with, you know, Caliber committing his entire army to killing his opponent's 3rd base, and then essentially getting trapped. Goswser putting his Swarm Host in a perfect position right at this choke point, and then trading as well as he would have liked. And now he has a 188 to 105 supply advantage. He has a 3rd base. His opponent doesn't.
Oh, Caliber's got to jump this army before the Swarmhost can burn. That's his only chance. Or maybe
trying to decide what to
counter
do
again. I don't know. This is such a huge army from the Zerg player. Yeah, Caliber's going to run away, try to keep the base race going. That's an army that he does not want to engage straight up.
Oh, it's going to forfeit his natural, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do here.
I mean, maybe he can try to go for building mission. He's got a Warp Prism in the main.
Oh, he does. DTs. Oh, he made a Dark Shrine. I forgot to mention this, but yeah, he was making that Dark Shrine as the base trade was about to happen. That's a great thing to do, because if you can snipe the lair, snipe Overseers, how does your opponent really detect? And he's just going to try to base trade it, attacking this 3rd base again, going to give up his natural expansion. Goswser hastily going to be retreating back. Meanwhile, the DT's doing a world of damage in his opponent's main base, going to try to take on the Hive, and the Roachborn Warp Prism is still alive. And
wow. Abduct on the Archon,
though. GG. There's nothing he can do. Try to make it close there with the DTs, you know, win behind, Dark Shrine type stuff. But, you know, Goswser he played that so well, showing his experience in Heart of the Swarm. That's a situation where it's like, all right, I haven't played that much Heart of the Swarm. I haven't necessarily been in this position before. I don't know what the best response is, but I feel like Goswser made all the right moves there. You can tell he's very experienced with the game.
I love that army composition you went for. The Roach Hydra off of, because he was on low econ, you don't want to go blow for blow with your opponent. He always stayed back, held the concave, and then he teched up to get those cost-efficient units, the Swarm Host, the Vipers, because he knew without an economic advantage, you got to get those cost-efficient units out. Beautiful transitions from Goswser and positioning. A really well-played game.
What an insane series we have on our hands, guys. The North Americans, they came to play. Game 5 is coming up next, so make sure you stay tuned and tell all your friends this is happening. We'll see you there.